The KJFM Radio Barn at 1021. This is KJFM Louisiana Bowling Green, Eagle 102.
From KJFM Radio, Eagle 102, Area High School Softball is on the air. Eagle 102 brings you area softball on air and online. Now, exciting area high school softball action on your area sports leader, KJFM, Eagle 102.
And welcome to a very windy Ladonia, Missouri. The districts continue today here as the number 3 seed Clopton Lady Hawks take on the hosts of this tournament, the 2 seed Community R6 Lady Trojans, and Mark Froenig, Jim Ross, and this is as windy a softball diamond as I have ever witnessed or been a part of.
I agree 100%. I guess the best way to describe it that I can think of is we are in farm country and the outfielders may want to look out for flying corn stalks.
Yeah.
Because literally there are corn leaves flying all over the place. That's how hard the wind is blowing. It's affecting the throws on the infielders as they're practicing. It'll affect the control of the pitchers. It's going to be a mess.
And it's going to affect the fly of the ball because it's blowing straight out to right field or left field in this.
If the pitchers can figure out how to get one over the plate with this much wind, it's going to be a launching pad. There's no question about it.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to rely on the rise ball today. And the drop ball may drop about 3 foot short if you're not careful with that. So I think it's a low fastball kind of day here at this district tournament. Just a very odd scene. We've had all our equipment blow off the table. We've got it bungee strapped down to the table now, and it's just papers are flying. Like you said, the corn husks are flying, and it's just a mess out here ahead of this Clopton Community District. But we've got 2 teams we know a little bit about, so we'll take a break and start the pregame show for you after this on KJFM.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The all-new McCoy Blossom Funeral Home and Crematory in Bowling Green is now open. Hi, I'm Jim Blossom. We will be holding a grand opening celebration Sunday, October 18th from noon until 4 p.m. I really hope you'll stop by, check out the new facilities, and stay for a visit. If you can't make it during the grand opening, feel free to stop by and see us Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., or Saturdays, 9 a.m. to noon. The new McCoy Blossom Funeral Home and Crematory, located at 701 North Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green. We look forward to continuing to serve the local area.
Founded in 2000, Sparks Maintenance Contracting out of Bowling Green has since been performing industrial maintenance nationwide and plans to continue growing. Sparks Maintenance Contracting, attention to detail and compassion are only some of the many things that separate them from other competitors. Teamwork is the key to success in business and in sports. Best wishes to all the area teams from Sparks Maintenance Contracting, proudly serving America.
When it comes to buying or selling real estate, you can count on the professionals at Penrod Real Estate in Louisiana. Serving Pike County and surrounding areas, Penrod Real Estate can find buyers for your home or property and can also assist in helping you find the home of your dreams. Residential or commercial, the friendly folks at Penrod Real Estate invite you to reach out if you're in need of help in any area of the real estate process. Phone 754-6922 or visit the office at 618 Georgia in Louisiana. Penrod Real Estate looks forward to serving you.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
And welcome back to Ladonia, getting ready for district semifinal action. It's actually the first game for these 2 teams as this district was decimated by the COVID-19 pandemic. 2 teams dropped out, Paris and
Madison,
yes. Both had to drop out due to COVID concerns or or infections, infestations, whatever you want to, outbreaks. So both of these teams, they were going to most likely match up in this ball game anyway, but now they're the only semifinal, and the winner will take on Silex, who gets a bye all the way to the championship game on Friday. But it's 2020 rearing its head, and the reminders are here every day. Clopton just put another player, a bench player as it is, into quarantine, so they've been dealing with issues. We saw issues for Bowling Green softball team at times this season, and of course the way that things started for Van Far, getting a late start to the season, and then Louisiana was without quite a few players last night because of COVID. So it's just one of those things. You got to deal with it.
Well, yeah, and this game with the conditions, people can't understand unless they're here. You said it. I've never seen anything like it, and I'm not sure the best team's going to win this game. It's going to be the team that can survive this. The best is who's going to win, because it is detrimental, and it's unfortunate that you've got an important game like this. The loser's season is over with, and the conditions just aren't optimal to play ball.
So Clopton seems to be dealing with the wind during outfield warm-ups. They're hitting a lot of balls out there. I think you're going to play deep today and adjust in if need be. But they've got some outfielders, Clopton does, that can cover some ground. And this is a Clopton team that's much improved this season. They went from 4 wins last year to tripling that if they can win this semifinal game today. They're at 11 wins on the season right now. So Coach Tony Francis, with a young ball club, has really improved things out there for the Lady Hawks.
Well, I can tell you that if both teams playing the game like they're playing in warm-ups, this could be 15 to 14. Because you have no control over where the ball's going to go. Once you cut loose of it, if you don't put some steam on it, the wind's going to take it one way or the other. And it could be a comedy of errors. And like I said earlier, I'm going to be really curious to see how the pitchers handle this, because it's going to affect what's going on with their pitches with movement. It's going to accentuate the movement both up and down. And the team that's going to win this game is going to be that pitcher, I think, that can adjust the fastest to that and throw balls over the plate.
Yeah, the last at bat may be very helpful, beneficial in this one, and Community Yard 6 has that stopper, if you will, in this ball game. I'm interested to see when Coach Tony Francis hits a pop-up to Janaea Bazan at the end of this warm-up to see if it ends up behind home plate or at shortstop, because the wind is that powerful here this afternoon. We'll take a break. We still have keys to the game and starting lineups to come on the Eagle 102 pregame show.
Daily life is a bit different right now than what we're used to. Some are feeling the effects more than others, but let's remember that this too shall pass and try to find ways to keep positive, help others in need, continue to support our businesses as best we can, but also take this time of distancing and shutdowns to self-reflect and improve. Spend quality time with family, exercise, pray, tackle a home improvement project, even if it's just a power cleaning inside and out, but do something that helps you feel empowered and moving forward. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, praying for good to come out of trials.
Hair care for the entire family. That's what's available at PJ's Salon in Louisiana. Everyone is welcome, men, women, boys, and girls. PJ's can help make everyone look their best. Walk-ins are welcome, and evening hours can be made by appointment. PJ's Salon is your fall senior hair salon, from hair, tanning, and nails to pedicures, waxing, and supplies. Call or stop in. PJ's Salon in the Raintree Mall in Louisiana. Best wishes to all the area sports teams this year from the friendly folks at PJ's Salon.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
Well, the keys are handle the ground balls and do what you can with the with the fly balls in this one. Try and keep them in the park, keep the ball down in the zone, and hope for the best. I think that's the biggest key.
Well, yeah, plate discipline is going to be important too. Make sure you're swinging at strikes because, as I said, I think the pitchers may have some difficulty throwing the ball over the plate. Clopton should be well rested. Brooklyn McKinney hasn't pitched since last Thursday. Community did play on Monday and actually got knocked around a little bit by Knox County, which was a little bit surprising to me. So they're coming off a loss, but kind of as we talked Monday when we were doing the Bowling Green Centralia game, you've got a game, non-conference games on Monday that the true trap game for both teams because the conference season's over with and you're thinking ahead to districts. And so maybe that's what happened with community. We'll have to see.
Those are our keys to the game. We'll have your starting lineups next on the Eagle 102 pregame show.
This is Kyle Schurter, Assistant Vice President at Community State Bank of Missouri. We offer a variety of loans to meet your needs. Whether you're looking for a conventional loan or a HELOC or an FHA, VA, or USDA loan, give us a call. We have some of the best rates around. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Whether you need to buy a 2x4 or a 4x8 or are planning a new home, Bowling Green Lumber Company is your one-stop for all things construction. No kidding. Lumber, paints, electrical, plumbing, windows and doors, insulation, roofing materials, hardware items, tools. Seriously, Ed and the gang at Bowling Green Lumber are anxious, willing, and able to help you any which way they can. Stop in and see for yourself. While others are trying to make money, they're just trying to make friends. Bowling Green Lumber, 700 West Champ Clark Drive in Bowling Green, 324-5400, the most complete building center in the area.
It's fall, y'all. That means a stop by Prairie's Edge Garden Center is a must. Prairie's Edge can help with all your fall decorating needs, including pumpkins and gourds of every shape, color, and size. Beautiful mums, annuals, and perennials are also available, as well as yard stakes, mailbox covers, pottery, bird baths, and so much more. Be sure to bring the family out and enjoy the corn maze, which will run through October 31st. For everything fall, it's Prairie's Edge Garden Center, just south of Bowling Green.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
Number 3 seed Clopton, number 2 seed Community R6 here in the semifinals of district play. And for the number 2 seed Community R6 Lady Trojans, Coach Thomas will send out this lineup. The pitcher leads things off, number 7, Emma Angel. Catcher bats second, number 2, Emmy Johnson. Shortstop in the 3 spot, number 12, Sarah Angel. Then cleanup is the third baseman, number 16, Alexis Welch. Batting fifth is the second baseman, number 13, Brooklyn Glasgow. Right fielder bats 6, number 17, Emily Hoyt. First baseman in the 7th spot, number 23, Olivia Kuda. Left fielder bats 8th, number 15, Michaelan Drainer. And batting 9th is the center fielder, number 5, Shelby Clark. So again, for Community, it's Angel, Johnson, Angel, Welch, Glasgow, Hoyt, Kuda, Drainer, and Clark. And for the number 3 seed Clopton Lady Hawks, Coach Tony Francis's lineup looks like this. The center fielder leads it off, number 11, Brea Smith. Then the second baseman, number 15, Mary Margaret Garrett. Pitcher in the 3 spot, number 14, Brooklyn McKinney. Then the shortstop in the cleanup place, number 22, Shanna Yates. Left fielder bats 5th, number 24, Kerrigan Lockard. Then the catcher, number 7, Janaea Bazan. Designated player in the 7th spot, that's number 25, Jaden Jeans. Then the 8th spot belongs to the first baseman, number 4, Abby Daskalakis. Then batting 9th is the third baseman, number 21, Jasmine Hammett. Flexing in right field will be number 23, Logan Hall. So again, the batting order for Clopton: Smith, Garrett, McKinney, Yates, Lockard, Bazan, Jeans, Daskalakis, and Hammett, with Hall just playing the field out there as the flex in right. Those are your starting lineups. The coaches out there going over the ground rules. How many of those have to deal with wind today? I don't know. But They'll talk it over for a couple minutes, then we'll have player introductions and the national anthem here at the ballpark. We're getting closer to first pitch here in the semifinals of district play. Brought to you in part this week by Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Heating and Cooling, Penrod Real Estate, Bowling Green Lumber Company, Airco Convenience Center, McCoy Blossom Funeral Home and Crematory, and Prairie's Edge Garden Center. District coverage all week, available, of course, right here at 102.1 FM, KJFMradio.com, the KJFM radio app, and on your Alexa-enabled device. Just say, Alexa, enable the KJFM skill, and they'll get you hooked up so you can listen to Eagle 102 from anywhere that you have an internet connection.
Have you tried that yet? I understand you have a new Alexa Dot.
I'm getting it. I ordered it yesterday. Yesterday was Prime Day, so it should be here before the weekend, I think, pretty quick. But so I'm looking very forward to trying that out at home, and then every time the commercial coming on, my Alexa freaking out.
Well, a couple of stats for you while they're announcing the starting lineups here at the ballpark. Community, they're averaging 11 runs a game, giving up 4.4, while Clopton averages 5.5 a game and gives up 6.6. They've got a few common opponents. Most recently, I think they both played Van Far, of which Clopton won 7-3. Centralia Community won 16-2. Both teams lost to Silex 6-4 for Community and 16-2 for Clopton. And let's see, something a little similar. Mark Twain, both teams beat Mark Twain 7-2. Clopton won that ball game, and Community won 10-1. So, you know, they're 2 or 3 seed. That's why they play the games, right?
Exactly. And
in these conditions, it's anybody's game as far as I'm concerned.
And Clopton is going to have a lower margin of victory because they're a pitching team first. They're led by their pitcher Brooklyn McKinney, so she keeps the opposing runs down, and the offense doesn't need to put a whole bunch of runs. They'd like to score more runs, but they usually get enough with 11 wins on the season to get the job done.
Yeah, they've actually been pretty good at manufacturing runs this year, and that may not change. You know, if they want a bunt and run, the wind's not going to affect that much. The key is hit strikes and don't give up extra outs in the innings, because you have a couple runners on with a walk, and then a wind-blown ball turns into a double or a triple, and then you got a problem.
We're about ready for the national anthem here at Community R6. We'll take a break, come back with your first pitch next on KJFM.
Before or after the games this season, let's go to Airco. They're always glad to see you at Airco Travel Plaza in Bowling Green and Airco Convenience Store in Louisiana. Stop in, fill up your vehicle, and fill yourself up with deli sandwiches, snacks, soda, Chester's fried chicken, and more. Good luck to the area teams this year from all your friends at Airco. Open 24 hours a day in Bowling Green on Business 61 South and from Airco Convenience Store, Junction 79 and 54 in Louisiana. Let's go, Airco.
Liggins Flooring in Bowling Green offers Dreamweaver stain-proof carpet, new waterproof plank flooring, plus Novus hardwood and Trutex vinyl. Liggins Flooring at 705 Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green. Big enough to get the job done, small enough to care.
At McDinger's, they've got a new list of specials for lunch in addition to their all-day specials, which happens to feature the fan favorite Tenderloin Thursday. Enjoy tacos, wings, grilled chicken, fried fish and shrimp, and more, plus a beverage menu that fits everyone. Check out their Facebook page for upcoming live entertainment. McDinger's, 131 West Outer Road in Neolia.
You simply can't buy a better replacement window than one from Sun Window Company. Energy-efficient windows and doors with a lifetime warranty on both the window and installation. Sun Window Company, family-owned and operated since 1989, offers low factory direct prices on high-quality vinyl windows, custom designed to fit perfectly and built to last. See how much you can save. Call Sun Windows, 573-549-2080 for details and a free estimate. Sun Window Company, Highway 161 in Middletown. High School Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Vicky Cadwallader Real Estate and Perkins Electrical Service.
Well, a fantastic rendition of the national anthem here, a live version sung here at Community R6 as we get ready for the semifinals of this district tournament. And let's set the defense for Community. Across the outfield, it's Michaela Drainer in left, Shelby Clark in center, Emily Hoyt is in right, Alexis Welch is the third baseman, Sarah Angel at shortstop, Brooklyn Glasgow is at second base, and Olivia Kuda over at first. Emmy Johnson behind the plate, and Emma Angel in the circle. She wears number 7. And her warm-up tosses look pretty crisp, and the ball goes down. We're ready for softball here in district play.
What do they say? Wind doesn't affect a well-thrown ball or something like that? Isn't there an old wives' tale like that?
Something like that.
We're gonna test that theory right here this afternoon.
Yeah. So
pretty day though, nice and warm. The breeze actually got to cool down a little bit. I was 87 when I got out of the car.
Class 1 District 8 tournament. 2 teams had to forfeit out, and that's a ball high on the first pitch to Brea Smith.
Looks like a lot of rise balls / curve balls from Emma Angel when she warmed up.
There's a strike called. Straight, even things up at 1-1.
Straight drop ball there, so she does have a decent drop.
Off speed, up high, 2-1.
So, you know, my theory when we played was trying to not show your change up till you have to. She's shown us all 3 pitches right here in the first 3 pitches.
This one grounded back to the pitcher, and Angel throws out Brea Smith for the first out of this ball game. So Brea retired, and that'll bring in Mary Margaret Garrett. That's a second baseman wearing a center fielder's number, 15. Up high on the first delivery to Mary Margaret Garrett.
Those days are over.
Low and in. Count goes to 2-0. Garrett has a good batter's eye. She hasn't cheated in too many at-bats. That went 3-0.
She does, and you know, as we said, you're going to have to manage the strike zone because I'm guessing both pitchers are going to have a little trouble, at least in the early going here, adjusting to this wind.
That one misses inside, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Garrett. And that'll bring in the heavy-hitting Brooklyn McKinney.
Well, she's got tons of power, and as we've said about the wind, this is a launching pad today because the wind is blowing straight out. When she gets it in the air, it'll go.
And they start her with a pitch up above the zone. That's a dangerous place to go after Brooklyn McKinney on a day like this. Low and in, and the count goes to 2-0.
Look like, at this point anyway, Garrett having any ideas of running.
The next, up high. And that's 7 straight out of the zone from Emma Angel.
You got to take one here.
And misses in the dirt. Back-to-back walks on 4 pitches, and that'll bring in Shanna Yates. Now Yates wearing a middle infielder's number. That's prototypical there, 22.
Yeah. Was that her protege, David Eckstein, maybe?
Possibly. I think David Eckstein was probably retired before she really started watching ball. But you never know. She could be a big fan of the Pirates and their coaching staff.
Courtesy runner for McKinney.
That's Madison Akers. She takes the spot at first base. Wind really picking up again.
Jumping on top would be a good thing.
First pitch is called a strike. Took something off to get one over. The next. Again, right down central, and now Shanna's going to have to protect down 0-2.
2 high drop balls there. Now looking for her to go with a rise ball up and out of the zone. Oh, change up.
And that one's lined to the third baseman. Welch dives, and they double off Akers at first base. She was almost all the way to second when Welch was able to get to her feet, and no chance to get back there. And the line out double play ends the top of the first. Clopton leaves a runner aboard. They lose a runner on the base pass on that DP, and we head to the bottom of the first inning. No score, Community coming up on KJFM.
Hello, this is Heather Stevens with Midwest Pest Professionals. We are a family-owned and operated pest control business. We offer pest control for your general household pests: roaches, crickets, fleas, spiders, and those pesky old ants. We can do a one-time treatment or set you up on a monthly, bi-monthly, or quarterly service plan with no contracts involved. Midwest Pest Professionals also provides treatment for termites, pre- and post-construction, stinging insects, and we also offer a heat and chemical treatment for bedbugs. We want to protect you and your family from any infestations. For your free estimate, give us a call or text 573-324-2313. Midwest Pest Professionals, locally owned and operated.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Set the defense for Clopton around the outfield. It's Kerrigan Lockhart in left, Brea Smith in center, Logan Hall is in right. Jasmine Hammett's the third baseman, Shanny Yates at short. Mary Margaret Garrett at second base. Abby Daskalakis is at first, and Janaea Bazan behind the plate. Brooklyn McKinney finishing up her warm-up tosses. And all that talk in the pregame about, the ball flying out of here, and the first half inning goes with the ball not leaving the infield.
Well, you got to be aware of what's going on. First thing you tell your players is anything in the air freeze. Well, the Clopton runner didn't do that. She kept running.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, it was doubled off by 25 feet on a ball that was obviously a line drive and caught.
Angel slap from the left-hand side and fouls one back to the screen for strike one.
Interesting, you see this a lot in fast pitch. Pitcher, catcher, shortstop.
Yep.
Your top three hitters up at the top of the lineup, so that might give you a hint that.
That one to Daskalakis, and she'll tag out the runner. Nice play by Abby at first. That was a hard hit ball.
It was a hard hit ball. So that might give you an indication if you can get through the top part of this R6 lineup, things may get a little simpler for you.
That'll bring in Emmy Johnson, the catcher. She wears number 2 and will bat from the right-hand side. First pitch to her is a strike called, and something I was very curious about is if these pitchers on a day like today would get the low strike, and at least on that pitch it proved that they are.
Well, and so far McKinney's been around the plate.
There's another strike, and quickly 0-2 to Emmy Johnson.
Historically this year, she doesn't walk very many batters. Makes them put it in play.
0-2 pitch to Johnson, and this one is hitting the air toward the gap, and it's going to one-hop off the temp fence out left center field. Returned quickly by Kerrigan Lockhart, but it's a one-out double with 2 strikes for Emmy Johnson. That was a rope.
High drop ball, and she hit the middle of that. One thing we didn't mention that didn't affect that ball, but any balls that are on the ground just past the second baseman or the shortstop, this is a baseball field and a huge infield, and so it's going to be a fast turf to the gaps.
That one just misses. Ball 1 to Sarah Angel, the shortstop. Showing bunt, pulls back and takes a ball outside. It's now the time to pull in Brea Smith and try and catch that runner at second base. She was way off. 2-0. There's this, ball.
That's a pretty good pitch.
Yeah, it was. Must have missed a little bit inside, according to the home plate umpire. 3-0 the count, and the next from McKinney, and took something off to get it across. 3-1.
The old batting practice drop ball there to get a 3-0 strike.
See what she comes back with here on 3-1. Goes off speed, and that one caught the wind and travels pretty far outside. So it's a one-out walk, and there's runners at first and second. It does put the force play into the equation if that ball's hit to the third base side.
Kenny throws a straight drop change and then out of the back of the hand, and that's what that was.
Did that hit the runner?
Nope, missed the runner.
And then the throw was wild on that attempt to get the force play at third, so everybody's safe. Fielder's choice puts Alexis Welch aboard, and that'll bring in Brooklyn Glasgow. So the makings of a big inning here now with bases loaded and just one out.
I think the runner probably wouldn't have been safe even if the throw was on line. If Yates would have charged that, she could have picked up an interference possibly.
Yeah. That pitch called a ball on the first delivery to Glasgow. And the 1-0 pitch checked her swing, took a strike.
Unfortunately, we can't find any stats, or I can't find any stats anywhere on these teams. We can tell you how these girls are doing for the year.
Yeah. That one just bounced back to the screen. 1-2 the count to Glasgow with Hoyt on deck. Bases loaded, one out. A strikeout would be big here. And she goes up the ladder, and Glasgow wasn't taking. Count goes full.
Get ready for some action here.
3-2 pitch, grounded up the middle. That's a base hit. Community takes a 1-0 lead, now 2-0. The ball gets past Smith. They're going to score at least 3 on this play. And all the way around to third on the error is Glasgow, and it's 3-0 in favor of the R6 Lady Trojans.
Yeah, hard hit ball right up the middle. As we told you, it's a fast track. And it went through the center fielder, and it allows 3 runs to score and puts a runner at third.
I'd mark her down for a single and 2 runs batted in. The third one came around on the air.
I would agree with that.
That one misses low and in, and a big swing and a miss by Hoyt as she chopped at that one, and they're going to switch bats.
The on deck batter thought she struck out.
Can't do that on a 1-0 pitch. The next, outside, 2-1.
Kenny needs to try to get out of this mess without any more damage.
The next, low to the screen. They're going to try and score the run. Lots of foul territory, and the run scores easily to make it 4-0.
Not exactly the way the Lady Hawks wanted to start this game.
Maybe a little bit of a letdown after not scoring in the top half?
Possibly.
There's a strike on the inside corner to load the count to Emily Hoyt. We got an Emma, an Emmy, and an Emily on this.
Yeah, I was thinking about that when I was writing that down. Here you go. Hey, E1, E2, E3.
And a walk. Missed on the 3-2 pitch. One of those rare walks from Brooklyn McKinney.
Second of the inning, however. Keeps the rally alive, still with just 1 out. It's 4-0 Community. We're in the bottom of the first.
Now Kuda digs in and takes a ball inside. And the next, up high, 2-0.
Let's see if we get the same zone the next half inning. A couple of those pitches I think were called strikes in the first, top of the first.
That one misses, and the count goes to 3-0. And
Kenny
Brooklyn
showing a little frustration. She's going to step back behind the circle and take a deep breath and regather, regroup.
Now back to the center, puts her heel on the stripe, and delivers a strike called to make it 3-1. Kuda, where's number 23? Digs back in. In the bottom of the first inning, and this one is chopped to the third baseman. Throw across, is in plenty of time from Hammett to Daskalakis at first. That's the second out, and puts a runner at second base on the play.
Down at the bottom half the order now, so McKinney needs to take advantage of that.
Michaelan Drainer, the left fielder, next up. 8th batter of the inning for R6. And the first pitch misses inside. That was a pretty good pitch.
Yeah, we're at the third base side of home plate, so we don't really have a very good advantage to see where the pitches are in terms of in and out.
That one outside, 2-0. As the Silex coaches are here scouting the game. Winner will play Silex on Friday. It's a 6 o'clock first pitch.
Kind of interesting because they've played both of these teams already.
Probably just looking for something to do, Coach Lipsy and Coach Capstick, and there's a strike called.
Well, that could be. When you're in the mode, you want to go every night, don't you?
Mm-hmm. 2-2. 2 Drainer. And a swing and a miss ends the inning. First strikeout of the afternoon for Brooklyn McKinney, but 4 across the plate. Wild pitch, Aaron center field, a 2-run hit is the difference right now. We go to the second inning. 4-0 R6. Clopton coming up on KJFM.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
No one likes putting up fencing on their farm or rural property. If you need a new fence or repairs to your existing fence, call Matt Stone and Pow Pow Cattle Farms and Fencing. Matt loves putting up fences and specializes in the unique needs of farms and rural properties. Plus, Pow Pow Cattle Farms and Fencing will give you a free estimate. It'll be the lowest you find. Give Matt a call at 573-590-1218. And be sure to like Pow Pow Cattle Farms and Fencing on Facebook.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Mike's Tire and Service Center, and All Parts.
5, 6, 7 hitters for the Lady Hawks here in the top of the second inning. Kerrigan Locker to lead things off, then Janaea Bazan and Jaden Jeans. Kerrigan digs in and takes a ball. And that's one of those pitches you were wondering about if it would stay a ball.
It was, and it is, so that's a good thing.
There's one that drops in.
Lollipop change up there.
Evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike.
Back of the hand change.
And the next on the inside corner. And the count goes to 1-2 to Kerrigan Lockard.
Emma Angel works fast.
Yes, she does. This one grounded up the middle, a base hit for Kerrigan. Leadoff hit for Clopton.
First hit of the game for the Hawks. Hit another back of the hand changeup. Guided it right up the middle.
That'll bring in Bazan. District coverage this week brought to you on KJFM by PJ Salon, Liggett's Flooring, McDinger's, Sun Window Company, Midwest Pest Professionals, and Powwow Cattle Farms and Fencing. There's a strike call on the first pitch to Janaea. I just swallowed a whole bunch of dirt.
Did you? How'd it taste?
Not great.
Another change-up. A lot of change-up by Angel, which I don't quite understand. Keep chucking the hard stuff.
And the next to Bazan is popped up toward first on the line, and it'll be a foul ball.
Hit in fair territory, but had a ton of spin on it. Spun foul before any player could get to it.
This is a good young catcher for these Clopton Lady Hawks.
Yeah, she is. She didn't catch the first game we had. I don't know if she was injured or what the story was.
Line shot, foul off the side fence in right field. Returned by Hoyt. And what do we have, a 1-2 count?
I believe that's correct.
Lockard at first, and this one is grounded past Lockard into right field. She had to stop so it wouldn't hit her, so has to stop at second base, and that'll bring in Jaden Jeans.
Well, we've talked about this at length. The community, after scoring those runs, they want to come out and shut you down. The next half inning, Clopton, on the other hand, wanting to do what they're doing, get a rally going and get those runs back.
First pitch to Jeans is hit into, the glove of the second baseman. Great play moving toward the line by Glasgow. That had short right field tagged on the ball, but a nice play by Brooklyn to get over there and get Jaden Jeans.
Yeah, to add to the difficulty, looking straight back into the sun, too. Really nice play.
And almost doubled off the runner at first, who hadn't left first by more than 4 feet. Brings in Abby Daskalakis, and she takes a strike, then a snap throw to first. Back in safely is Bazan.
Catcher there. Johnson showed a nice arm. Shot that down there really quickly.
1 in the dirt. 1-1 the count to Daskalakis.
Community has a history of good softball. They won a state championship back in 1995 in softball.
This one grounded to second. Only play is to first, and it moves both runners that much closer now to second and third, but there is 2 outs. That was back when I was in high school.
Yeah, if they had a sign up from back when I was in high school, it would have had to have been repainted 2 or 3 times.
And the first pitch to Hammett is in the dirt.
Well, it doesn't make any sense to throw a changeup to the 9th place hitter. Throw your heat. That changeup's an ideal thing for Hammett to bunt and beat it out and drive in a run.
Low, went with the heat that time, but scuffed off the dirt as it reached the catcher. 2-0. The next, that's down central for strike 1.
Generally, you keep pumping strikes with your hard stuff till you see what the batter's got to offer.
Exactly. 2 balls and a strike, 2 outs, runners at second and third. Showing bunt, she offered at it, and the count even now at 2-2. Hammett thought she had struck out.
It's a recurring theme in this game already, isn't it?
It's the on-deck hitter for R6, thought that the batter had struck out. She just wanted a different bat. This one way inside, and the count goes full. With the size of Hammett's jersey, I'm surprised that she is not blown away.
Yeah, she's got kite material working in her favor.
Up high, and she walked her, and the bases are loaded. That is not what you want to do with the 9th place hitter.
Not at all, but that brings Smith back up. Get the ball hard, but right back to the pitcher her first time up. See if she can get it through the infield and drive in a run here. Or a couple maybe for the Lady Hawks.
Up high. Ball 1 with the off-speed stuff to start the at-bat.
Not very close to the plate with much of that off-speed stuff.
This one popped up. Could be trouble. Foul territory, though. And making the catch is the third baseman, Alexis Welch. She stayed with it. The wind didn't do much with it.
Kept it in play.
And yeah, Clopton strands the bases loaded here in the top of the second inning. They trail Community by a score of 4-0 as we head to the bottom half on KJFM.
Catfish, 1 pound pork steaks, and fried chicken. Just some of the delicious specials at Bowling Green Diner. Steak, shrimp, spaghetti, and livers and onions also featured. You will not go away hungry at Bowling Green Diner. Open 7 days a week. You can dine in or carry out is available. Just call 324-2135 and they'll have your order ready when you get there. Wouldn't you like to eat out today? Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you won't be disappointed. Bowling Green Diner, 19 Business Highway 61.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Ingram Plumbing, Bowling Green Pharmacy, and Mid-America Auto and Towing.
Clopton leaves the bases loaded in the top of the second inning. They've now left 4 runners on board in this game over the first 2 innings. And just haven't been able to get that big hit yet.
Yeah, that was a big inning. You had a chance to get back in this game and answer the 4 runs by Community. Just like, as you said, couldn't get the big hit to make it work.
For Community R6, they'll start this inning at the bottom of their order with Shelby Clark, then back to the top for Emma Angel and Emmy Johnson. And Clark will bat from the left-hand side. 9-1-2 in the inning for the Lady Trojans, and she runs at that one as if to slap, didn't pull the trigger, and took a strike.
Looks like she's going to be one of the first true slappers we've seen this year.
0-1, outside, 1-1.
Still see that quite a bit in the Division I level. Not a whole lot in high school, though, at least at this level.
Got a piece of that one, fouled it into the shin pad of Bazan, and the count goes to 1-2.
Just trying to pound it into the ground towards the shortstop and then beat it out.
1-2 pitch. And takes the ball off the plate.
Little change up rise that time, or drop ball by McKinney.
2-2. The next, she got a piece of that one, but fouled it to her on-deck hitter.
That was a swing that time, not a bunt, so will be chalked up as a foul ball.
Kenny takes a little bit of time, now finds her grip, rocks back, and fires another 2-2 pitch and misses, low and away to load the count.
Another little off-speed pitch down and away.
Payoff coming to the plate, and missed on that one, and ball goes back to the screen. Jogging to first is Clark.
Third walk of the game already by McKinney. Very uncharacteristic of her.
Back-to-back batters from the left-hand side. Emma Angel digs in. What did she do her first time up?
She hit a hard ball to the first baseman. That was a nice play by
Daskalakis.
Daskalakis, yeah. Hit it right on the nose, though, so infield needs to be aware.
This one is ripped into center field for a base hit. They'll hold that runner at second on a nice play by Brea Smith. Got it on one hop, still on that dirt portion of the outfield, and delivered it back in quickly.
Came hard to keep the runner from advancing to third, but now you got to face the catcher, Emmy Johnson, who doubled her last time up.
One hopper off the fence in left center near the scoreboard. And takes a strike to start her second plate appearance.
Outfield, well, center fielder's deep, left fielder not so much. Right fielder about normal depth.
The 1-0 in the dirt, and the runners will advance as it goes back to the screen. Bazan couldn't find it. Kind of got tangled up with the home plate umpire.
Yeah, that ball hit in front of the plate and then took a big bounce. Allows both runners to move into scoring position now for Johnson.
The next on its way, and that one misses outside, 3-0.
Well, we talked about it in the pregame. 2-1, I think, is actually the count.
Okay. Now they're going to try and score the run? No. Throw back into third. And in safely there is Clark.
Really good base running by Clark that time. Come as far as you can, see what happens, and scamper back if it's no good, and that's exactly what she did.
Angel was about 8 feet from third base when she had to turn around.
That she was.
That one misses inside. They're going to try and score that runner now, and in to score. It's a walk. Clark scores, and over to third base goes Angel. 5-0.
Coach Tony Francis is going to go out and have an inspirational word with his troops.
Probably a good time for it. 5-0. Nobody out. Runners at the corners here in the home half of the second, and this game could get away from them right now.
Exactly what I was thinking. A good time to come out and try and settle everybody down and You know, sometimes you let this wind, or the conditions, not just the wind, but conditions get in your head. You got to put that stuff out of your mind because both teams are dealing with it, and you just have to understand that and play on. However, McKinney having control problems with 4 walks in the game so far. I don't think she walked 4 batters combined in the last 2 games we had of there. So that kind of gives you an idea of how the wind seems to be affecting her.
Sarah Angel, the batter.
She walked her first time up.
Bats for the second time here in the bottom of the second inning.
Expect Johnson to run.
Shows bunt, takes the ball, throw back into third. And Johnson takes second base. District coverage on KJFM brought to you all week by Bowling Green Diner, Knight Equipment Company, Lynn's Heritage House, Hayden's Motorsports Center, Bowling Green Ready Mix and Currents Construction, and the Pike County Republican Club. Up high, 2-0. And Angel ahead in the count. McKinney just having a lot of trouble zoning in.
Yes, she is.
Showing bunt and gets it down, and everybody's going to be safe. McKinney puts it in her pocket, and the bases are loaded.
Not a squeeze play, just a bunt for a hit. Not sure you really want your third place hitter bunting with runners in scoring position, but loads them up for the cleanup hitter who reached on a fielder's choice the first time up, Alexis Welch.
See what she does here with the bases loaded, and she takes a ball outside. You got to come after her.
Yeah, she hits one in the gap, it'll blow this thing wide open. 5-0 lead for Community. We're just in the bottom of the second.
Outside, 2-0. Still playing fairly shallow in left field. That one is ripped to left, but foul. Down past the R6 dugout.
Yeah, maybe the left fielder's counting on the wind to knock it down some.
And another on its way to the cleanup hitter, and this one's chopped to the shortstop. They come home with it, get the force play. No! She couldn't find the plate.
Pulled her off the plate a little bit, and she kind of lost her balance and never got the toe back down, so the run's going to score on an E6.
6-0. Community leads Clopton here in the bottom of the second inning. This one can get way out of hand. Now with the bases loaded, nobody out, already a run in. This one fouled at the plate by Glasgow, the second baseman and number 5 hitter.
She singled up the middle, drove in 2 runs. The ball got by the center fielder, and another run scored back in the first. She can add to her RBI totals right here.
6-0. The Trojans lead. And there's a strike called. 0-2 quickly to the 5th place hitter.
Need a strikeout or a pop up here. Nobody out in the inning.
Bounces in, a ball and 2 strikes. Lucky number 13, Brooklyn Glasgow wears. And the next, popped up. Who wants it? It's a fair ball. Oh, called a foul ball.
Foul ball. Must have been just to the left of the line as the third baseman was running straight down the baseline. Couldn't corral it. So
like she was in fair territory. The ball landed in fair territory.
Oh, that's one of those things when you don't get that out they're going to give you, then they drive in a run.
The old second chance. And that one floats up high, 2-2.
Another backhanded change up with the wind. Those things are hard to get over the plate.
2-2. And reaching for it, flies it to right. Moving over is Hall. She makes the catch. Gets the ball back into the infield. Everybody tagged, but stays put, and that's the first out.
Yeah, I don't think the runner at third's probably getting having a little chat. anything in the air, you got to tag up with less than 2 out. Break for Clopton.
That brings in Hoyt. She was reaching. They're going to try and score the run. A little squirter through the legs of the catcher, and it comes in to make it 7-0.
Straight change that time, straight drop change.
McKinney had a late break toward the plate because she didn't know it made it through Bazan. This one grounded to the first baseman. Dan Skalakis will step on the bag there. Another run comes in. 8-0. She had to make a decision there because the runner stopped and waited for her to either come home with it or go tag the base.
And a learning thing for her would have been to just run down the baseline facing the plate and tag the runner out. And
She did that in the first inning.
And she did. As soon as she turned her back, though, as soon as she turned the back and went the first, the runner took off for home.
First one called a strike. The next, Takuda in the dirt to even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, runner at third base.
Kuda grounded out to third in the first inning.
4 more across the plate as that one bounces in the dirt.
Good stop by Bazan that time, but she blocked that one.
2-1. As Community has built an 8-0 lead here over the first inning and 2/3. That one gets away, making a 9-run lead. Crossing the plate is Welch to add that 9th tally. Now the bases are empty with 2 outs. And 5 have come in the frame.
Yowzers.
And this one is ripped into right. Coming in on it is Hall to make the catch. Started tailing at the end, but Logan stayed with it. And the inning mercifully comes to a close for Clopton. They'll come up to bat trying to cut into this 9-0 Community R6 lead as we head to the 3rd inning on KJFM.
It's hard to believe it's been 75 years since Aubrey Knight, way back in 1945, founded Knight Equipment Company. Aubrey's son RJ worked right alongside his dad until December of 1975 when he purchased and incorporated the business from his father. Now known worldwide for their wire rope and splicing, Knight Equipment Company continues to grow. Here's a heartfelt congratulations and a big thank you for being such a model of excellence and consistency. Happy 75th birthday, Knight Equipment Company, 717 North 15th Street in Bowling Green.
Lynn's Heritage House in Louisiana offers affordable, home-like senior living, enabling your loved one the independence that they want and the services that they need. Staffed 24 hours a day with low resident-to-staff ratio, rest assured Lynn's Heritage House provides peace of mind for you and those you love. So if you or someone you know is ready for a retirement home or need care from a hospital stay or surgery, call Lynn's Heritage House to set up a tour and visit soon. Phone 754-4020 or visit 800 Kelly Lane in Louisiana.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Family Drug, and Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice.
It'll be Garrett to lead things off for Clopton. 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Mary Margaret grounds one up the middle past the shortstop and into short center field. So a leadoff hit as Garrett goes up there first pitch swinging.
Kept her weight back on that changeup. I don't want to dwell on this too much, but Angel just throws the changeup too much. You just sit there and wait on it a bit. You know you're going to get it.
And that's a ball up high to Brooklyn McKinney.
Got to chip away, down 9-0. Can't get them all back with one swing. Need to get some base runners and move the line. There it is. Oh, nice catch.
Over the shoulder by the shortstop, heading back towards center field. Robs Brooklyn McKinney of a hit, and that's the kind of day it's been for Clopton so far.
I'd already chalked that one up as a base hit.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to drop in, but I think the wind got a hold of it a little bit. Knocked it down. Up high, snap throw to first, and back in is Garrett as Yates ahead in the count 1-0.
Yates walked her first time. Or check that out. She lined out to the third baseman and doubled off Akers at first.
1-1 as she takes a strike down the middle. pink bow sticking out the back of her white batting helmet. And a swing and a miss. Pulled the string on her that time.
Had a good rip at it, though, right on it.
That one fouled to the third baseman. And Garrett goes all the way down to second just to see what the view looks like from there.
Yates got jammed that time and fought it off down the line.
And the next, and that one fouled back to the screen by Shanna.
Good cut to foul off that good down and in pitch.
Another 1-2, and this one's popped up on the infield. Catcher fell down. It's a fair ball. They're going to throw her out at first. She stopped. Yates stopped and looked at it.
Her and the catcher kind of got tangled up a little bit. Theoretically, you could have called interference on Yates.
Yeah.
But the pitcher picked it up through to first. Garrett advances to second with 2 outs. Lockard's up, who had a hit in her first at bat.
Puts this one down the line into right, dropping. It's a fair ball, and Clopton will hold the runner at third base. Good job by Hoyt out there to get the ball back in and hold that runner and maintain the shutout here for Community R6.
2 hits in the game for Lockard. Now Bazan comes up. She singled in the second as well.
First pitch to her, taken for a strike on the inside corner. Snap throw, and Garrett back in. They'll get the runner into scoring position from first to second as Lockard advanced.
That was a little closer than it should be. Runners need to go down the line in foul territory, back in fair territory to block that throw.
This one hit in the air toward the gap, moving over, and it will drop 1 run in, and they'll hold the second runner, Lockard, at third base. But Clopton on the board with an RBI hit for Janaea Bazan.
Got it on the fist, but was able to muscle it out and got the RBI.
Now to bring in Jaden Jeans.
She popped out to the second baseman who made a nice play behind first base. Nine to 1 our score. Community on top. We're in the top of the third.
This one fouled past the Clopton dugout on the first base side. And Jeans will have to come back. Saw Coach Craig Smith watching his daughter. Bowling Green plays tomorrow from Montgomery County High School. The opponent to be determined. This one hit in the air, and the first baseman has it go off her glove. Everyone's going to be safe. Run comes in to make it 9-2. And how do we score that one?
That's got to be an error. That ball should have been caught. Same place, same type of hit as she had in the first inning. This time they're unable to come up with it.
And Daskalakis swings through that first pitch. 2 outs, runners at first and second. 2 have crossed for Clopton, but they trail by 7.
Chipping away.
The next, swing and a miss. Dipping that front knee, front shoulder. Straightens that out. She's going to make good contact. The next to Daskalakis. Checked her swing, took a ball. That was a pretty close pitch.
That was a good take. It was close for sure. Good job by Daskalakis to check her swing.
In the dirt, runners will hold. Good job blocking that one by Johnson.
Really nice job. That ball was rolling basically when it got to her.
1 ball, 2 strike count to Abby in the next. Off speed, and she checked her swing, but it hit her bat and fouled back to the screen.
And excuse me, foul ball, huh?
She'll get another opportunity here with a count of 2-2. That goes to the screen. Runners will advance this time, and the count goes full to Daskalakis.
So a hit here, and Clopton's back in this ball game.
Very much so. See if they can get that 2-out hit here. Back to the pitcher. Daskalakis made the adjustment, but it's grounded right back. And Angel was able to field it at her feet and throw over to get the 3rd out in the inning. Clopton scores 2, leaves a couple aboard. And we head to the bottom of the 3rd. It's 9-2 Community leads on KJFM.
If it's time to ride or time to work, it's time to visit Hayden's Motorsports Center in Frankfort. Time to ride with Honda and Polaris ATVs, side-by-sides, and motorcycles. Time to work with Steel and Husqvarna chainsaws, weed eaters, leaf blowers, and more. There isn't a friendlier or more knowledgeable staff than those at Hayden's. If you need help at work or at play, let Hayden's Motorsports Center be your one-stop shop for the most fun and hard-working power sports equipment in the area. They're always ready to help. Hayden's Motorsports Center, just off Highway 61 North in Frankfort. High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pike County Mutual Insurance, Brown's Processing, and Bank of Louisiana.
Bottom of the 3rd inning we go. Clopton on the board. Got a couple of runs pushed across.
Yeah, they've left 6 runners on base in 3 innings, though, so far. They need a clutch hit to get back in this thing. Now they need to stop. They need to get through an inning without giving up any runs.
That's something that we kept saying in the Louisiana game yesterday, and the Lady Bulldogs just couldn't get that stop, as Jefferson could always respond whenever Louisiana would chip away a little bit.
So how are the facilities in New Haven?
I always liked the diamonds there. They are, baseball diamonds. There's 10 fences. They've got one on the school side of the park, and then you have to go over a creek. Did she make contact with that ball in fair territory? And the ball is dropped by the covering second baseman as the throw is on the second base side of first, and she's going to be safe with the bunt to lead things off.
5th error of the game on Clopton.
Yeah, you got to go across a creek to get to the other diamond, which they weren't using for districts because they're not exactly alike, and that's a MSHA requirement.
Right.
But it's a good view. The Lions Club field is a very clean field. There's no stands behind home plate. That's where the concession area is. So the fans are off to both sides. Big parking lot right there. It's nice park. This one chopped, and they'll get the out at second, or at first now. Try and get the out at second, and sliding in safely there is the runner. So I guess a productive out.
Well, yeah, the second baseman came way in as Clark, a slap hitter. She was in a perfect position. Theoretically could have turned a double play, although Clark very fast.
So 1 out, a runner at second, and the batter swinging and missing is Emma Angel, up for the 3rd time in the first 3 innings.
She's 1 for 2 so far this afternoon. Singled her last time. Right up the middle.
R6 has kept that line moving today. There's a ball called before it hit the glove.
Anticipation.
1 out, 1 on. And this one is smoked into right and burned the right fielder. And through the temp fence it goes. It's a
ground rule double.
Yep, and having to return to third base is Taylor Johnson, who's...
No, she'll get the score. She was on second.
Well, the home plate umpire held her up initially, and now she will score to make it 10-2. So
that ball was hammered.
Yes, it was.
And now you're back into the middle of the lineup. Johnson, a double and a walk in her first 2 trips. Whenever you bat each of the first 3 innings, you got to figure your team's having a good day, don't you?
Uh-huh. Johnson took a strike. 1 out, runner at second, a run in. And this one is hit toward the gap in left. Cut off before it makes it to the wall, but another run comes in, and Clopton unable to hold Community. They get the 2 runs back in pretty quick order.
Traded places with her battery mate.
And the lead back to 9 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Angel up. Sarah this time, the shortstop. She's singled and walked as well.
Runner in scoring position. And that one floats away for ball one. Eagle 102 Sports District softball coverage this week brought to you in part by Sparks Maintenance Contracting, Penrod Real Estate, Bowling Green Lumber Company, Airco Convenience Center, McCoy Blossom Funeral Home and Crematory, and Prairie's Edge Garden Center. And they'll bring in a courtesy runner for the pitcher now. And that's number 10, Alyssa Beamer. Beamer, a pretty well-known name.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
That one.
As in Frank Beamer, like in, what, West Virginia or Virginia Tech football?
No, I was just saying around here.
Oh, okay.
But you can go that route too. This one chopped past the third baseman, shortstop Yates backhands it, but is too deep in the hole by that point to catch the speedy Angel, and it's an infield single.
Really nice play by Yates, but as you said, nowhere to go with it once she caught it. And good base running by the courtesy runner to not get caught off the base there at second.
Brings in the cleanup hitter, and popping it up on the first pitch is Welch, and there to make the catch is Hammett for the second out. Big break there for Clopton.
Yes, it was. That'll bring up Glasgow, who's got a hit and hit a bullet line drive to the right fielder.
11-2, R6 leads, trying to add to that, and that one is smoke foul and out of play. About hit the zero turn down there. New ball comes in from the Clopton dugout.
Clopton needs to get out of this.
0-1 is hit into center field and will get past Smith and all the way to the wall. Two more will come across. All the way to third goes the batter, Glasgow, and it's a two-run hit to make it 13-2.
Yeah, we'll give her a triple on that, but Smith could have played that a lot better. She came hard, and it got by her.
Hoyt the batter, and she fouls it at the plate. Must have made contact with her.
Yeah, we're going to say it bounced up and hit her.
And the count 0-1. What'd you think that roundabout there at Scott's Corner?
That's the first time you've been there?
No, I've been, but it's still fairly new.
Yeah, it is.
Popped up and foul as it hit in fair territory and then rolled back 0-2. That's the first time I've come this way through it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, usually I just kind of angle around it.
Yeah, with a daughter at Mizzou, we've
gone that way a few times.
A number of times, yeah.
This one hit in the air behind the
be
second
trouble.
baseman, and Garrett can't catch up with it. Another run comes in to make it 14-2 on a two-out hit for Hoyt, and that'll bring in Kuda.
Yeah, it was in no man's land. Good effort by Garrett, though.
Kind of flexing that wrist a little bit afterward. That's not good with basketball season coming up.
Kuda has grounded to third and flied out to right her first two trips.
Low and in. 2-0 to Olivia Kuda.
Big crowd on hand.
Oh,
here.
yeah. Bounces in 3-0. There's a lot of room in the outfield.
Ooh, isn't there, though?
Both left and right field playing not on the line, but toward the lines. Makes a gap in both fields, and the center fielder, Smith, has her back against the fence. Strike called. She takes about 5 steps forward with the pitch. Does Bray out there. 3-1 count. This one hit slowly to Hammett at third. She throws across and unable to dig it is Daskalakis at first. E3 on the play. That's a ball that needs caught.
That it does. And they batted around.
Drainer will be the batter. 9th hitter of the inning, and that one comes up high to the diminutive left fielder. The 1-0, fouled out of play, 1-1. And Mr. Yates gave it a look and said, no, I'm not charging that ball.
No lateral movement there at all.
1-1 the count. 2 outs. Runner at first and second, and there's a strike called to make it 1-2 to Michaela Drainer.
Drainer struck out in the first and reached on an error in this inning, actually. She led off this inning.
Just got a piece of that one. I think she hit the plate.
Or right off the very end of the bat, maybe. It sounded
Yeah, I think
really
she hit
weird.
the ball and the plate at the same time.
Weird.
Yeah. It's an odd sound. So still a 1-ball, 2-strike count. And that one fouled back to the screen. Staying alive is the number 8 hitter.
14-2. Who'd have thunk it? Community on top in the bottom of the third.
What do you come back with here? On 1-2. This one nubbed. And it's going to stay fair. Everyone's safe.
That was very interesting. As I'm looking straight down the line, it had spin that would tell you that it's going to go foul, and somehow it kind of spun itself in place and stayed in fair territory.
Well, we'll call that wind aided because this field is dry and it just dug itself a hole instead of skipping across the line.
Now Clark, the slap hitter, back up, the number 9 hitter. Grounded the second, her last trip up, walked back in the second.
And a hit here. And this one is sent into center field. Brea coming in on it and jumps and almost over jumped. Caught that off the heel, gets the second hand over to secure it in her glove. And that will end the inning. But Community extends their lead. Now up to a 12-run lead, leading 14-2 after 3 full innings here on KJFM.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated, and Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, you name it, and Ed will tackle it. Just call 573-324-3433 and let the friendly, knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
Show off your school pride today with the Bulldog debit card from Bank of Louisiana. Every time you use your Bulldog debit card, Bank of Louisiana will make a donation to the Louisiana School District. Stop by the bank today and get your new Bulldog debit card so you can start supporting the teachers and students with every swipe. The Bulldog debit card from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Insurance.
14-2, Clopton trails as we head to the top of the 4th inning. That ball, if it would have hit a gap, that could have been the end of districts for Clopton, but they stay in it.
Smith made a
interesting
circus catch.
Yeah. It'll be the 9, 1, and 2 hitters. Hammett to lead things off, then Smith and Mary Margaret Garrett. Clopton needs to get some base runners aboard.
That they do.
And after all the talk, we have not had one ball sniff the fence for a home run today.
Not yet. Got to figure the wind's going to start to lay down, don't you, when the sun starts to go down?
You would think. Still blowing out to dead center. First pitch up high, the next swung on and missed. 1-1 the count to Jasmine Hammett.
Just pump the hard stuff.
This one grounded to the second baseman slowly. Up with it is Glasgow, and by a step, the throw beats Hammett to the bag for the first out.
On a changeup, no less.
Yeah.
What I know.
You and your old school ways, Jim Ross.
I guess that's right.
There's a strike called on the first pitch to Brea Smith.
Batting left-handed this time. Looks like she's going to try and slap, huh?
And missed. Kind of a half swing.
Am I dreaming? Didn't she bat right-handed the first time, 2 times up?
0-2 the count. And takes one just off the corner for ball 1. 1-2 the count. That one's up high, had Brea ducking. Evens things up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Clopton down by a dozen. Floats one again, and the count goes full to Brea Smith.
Had her 0-2. Smith's worked the count nicely.
Angel delivers the 3-2 pitch, and this one's fouled toward the exit point from this diamond.
See if Smith can get something started here for the Hawks.
Another 3-2, and it's in the dirt, and it's a 1-out walk for Brea and brings in Marge Garrett.
Third walk of the game by Angel. Mary Margaret 1 for 1 with a single last at bat, walked in the first.
And takes that one low and inside. Had to get the back foot out of the way. Wearing an ankle wrap on the front foot. And again, low and inside. And Garrett steps out of the way and is ahead in the count 2-0.
Angel having a momentary lapse of control.
That one's right down central with the fastball. 2 balls and a strike. The next, off speed, popped up. Catcher going to make the play.
Going to double her off at first. The runner was going.
They do get the throw back in with Smith standing on second base looking as they double her off, and the inning comes to an end. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. R6 leads this one 14-2, our semifinal round of this Class 1 district tournament on KJFM.
This is Tracy Brookshire, Marketing Coordinator and Public Information Officer for Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice here in Missouri. We are doing our best to keep our community informed as much as possible regarding how the COVID-19 pandemic is affecting our county. Visit our dedicated COVID-19 page on our website at pikecountyhealth.org for resources, latest news, updated case counts, and a contact form for questions and concerns specifically related to the virus. Visit our website to subscribe to our PCHD e-news and be the first to know about any updates and resources we have to offer in our communications. Stay safe out there, Pike County. Your health is our priority, and together we will get through this concerning time.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, the Mercantile Bank, and Bowling Green Tractor.
Well, the Lady Hawks cannot allow any more runs. If they let 3 more cross, this game comes to an end, and it's getting late, and that mercy rule will keep getting smaller. That margin of error will continue to get smaller for the Clopton Lady Hawks.
That's for sure, and we're back to the top of the order. Not good news for the Lady Hawks. Angel with 2 hits and an RBI today. He's hit the ball hard 3 times.
Takes one in the dirt to start this at bat. District coverage this week brought to you in part by PJ Salon, Liggins Flooring, McDingers, Sun Window Company, Midwest Pest Professionals, and Powwow Cattle Farms and Fencing. Up high on the next delivery, 2-0 to the leadoff hitter in this R6 order.
Well, McKenna just hasn't had it. McKinney, I should say, hasn't had it today. Her control just hasn't been what we're used to seeing.
Fouled back behind us. Went off the front tire of a Ford minivan.
Soccer mom van.
2-1 the count, as she was hacking on 2-0. This one is absolutely
hammered.
crushed. Deep to right and gone without the wind. First time the wind's died down today, and Emma Angel just smoked a line drive home run over the right field boards to make it 15-2, and they surround her at home plate. Up by 13.
Yeah, that was a no-doubter there.
And there is nothing prettier than a left-handed hitter hitting a line drive home run to right field.
Said eloquently by left-hander, I might add. For those of you
we can look
uninitiated.
when we miss badly. But when we connect, boy, that's something to behold. You just think about Ken Griffey and Jim Edmonds when they stroked a home run. Even Rizzo from the Cubs, when he connects on a home run, it's a pretty thing. Except for his uniform.
Why is it any prettier than a right-handed batter?
Right-handed hitters are so herky-jerky, and it's all about just mashing the ball.
I think we've got a little left-hand bias going on here.
Lefties get those arms extended, the big uppercut swings. We all have the uppercut swing. It's like left-handed pitchers. We've got a curveball. We don't even have to try, you know. This one's grounded over the bag and called foul.
Mercy, that was a fair ball. I saw
Yeah, it
chalk
was.
fly.
And,
on the other side of the base, I saw chalk fly. So a break for the Lady Hawks there.
So Angel will have to, Emmy Johnson, I have to come back. And that one travels up high, 2-1. You know, Pujols, McGuire, all about just power, you know. Although McGuire when he got the arms extended, it was a pretty swing. But nothing compared to Ken Griffey.
You're killing me.
Fouled back, and the count even now at 2-2. (15-2) here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Community R6 leading the Clopton Lady Hawks. And this one grounded foul pass there. That one was foul.
That one is foul, yeah, without a doubt.
Despite what happens here today, Clopton has made strides forward.
Oh, without question. I think I don't remember what game it was. We talked about the number of wins back then, and we said, if you told them they aren't going to have this many wins at the start of the season, you'd probably taken it and started the year right there.
The next, low and in the dirt, and it's a walk to Johnson. That'll bring in Sarah Angel.
Angel 2 for 2 with an RBI.
That one misses up high. 1-0 the count. You know, a high school hitter that had a really pretty swing, and he was right-handed. Big Al Howland from Ellsbury. For a big guys, this one's going to drop into center, and everybody's safe. Runners at first and second here with nobody out. That'll bring in the cleanup hitter, Alexis Welch.
Clopton is going to have to work hard to get through this inning without this game ending. Welch has reached on a fielder's choice twice and popped out to the third baseman.
Takes the ball outside.
from the cleanup slot, you got to figure she's got a little pop.
There's a strike called. 1-1 the count. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Home run in the inning by Emma Angel. And the next pitch to Welch. On its way, up high. Runner will both go as the ball squirts away. And we'll end up at second and third, and now a base hit ends this ball game. The next, there's a hit up the middle, kind of knuckleballed a little bit. It's an infield hit as it rolled away from Garrett after it landed. That one had such backward English on it.
I don't know. She kind of hit it off the end of the bat, and it was a line drive. Obviously not a very hard line drive. But, yeah, that was some squirrely-looking stuff there.
Scores 1 run, and now there's runners at the corner. Still nobody out. And the batter will be Glasgow, and this one is popped up. Behind first, coming in on it, and is down for a hit, and this ball game will come to an end. We're in to score is Sarah Angel. That makes it 17-2, and that is the 15-run rule after 3 innings triggered here in the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll take a break. This one ends in the opening or semifinal round of district as Clopton is eliminated by Community. Post-game show starts for you next on KJFM.
The Eagle 102 post-game show is coming up, brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. So easy, anyone can use them. Once you try it, you'll just have to buy it. Stop by Bowling Green Tractor to see how easy yard work can be. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and are also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Bowling Green Insurance is here to serve all your insurance needs. Bowling Green Insurance offers companies to cover your farm, home, auto, and crop needs. Call Fred or Jackie today to get a customized quote that will fit you and your budget. Bowling Green Insurance is an independent insurance agency. That means they can offer several companies to fit you. Give Bowling Green Insurance a call today to get a quote. 573-324-5762 or 573-324-CROP.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Time now for the Eagle 102 post-game show on KJFM. Sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Final in 4 innings. It's Community R6, the 2 seed, downing the 3 seed Clopton Lady Hawks 17-2. All Community today, and this is a team that won a district last year, made it into the state tournament. Then they switched coaches, and in fact, last year's coach, Maddie Henke, is right down there. She went on to Winfield, and so they haven't skipped a beat, even with the change in leadership. Community is rolling, and now we'll take on Silex on Friday in the championship game.
Well, what a good way to go into the championship game with a big win over Clopton. Clopton just had one of those forgettable days. It happens. It's unfortunate that it happens in district because that means you get to go home for the rest of the year, but nothing went right for them.
No. Couldn't get the big hits in this ball game, just pushing across 2 runs. They left 4 on over the first 2 innings, if that tells you how things started off. and we're down 9-0 before the blink of an eye.
Well, and if you'll go back to Coach Francis's preseason interview with Marianne, I believe he talked about not giving extra outs and throwing strikes. Well, they had 6 errors in the game and 4 walks. That's 10 base runners that, if you want a teaching moment, which I'm probably sure is what's going on out down the right field line right now, that's a teaching moment. You know, if you don't give up all those extra base runners, you know, maybe you're still in this game. But, you know, it happens, and it's unfortunate that it happened today, but it did. And Clopton season comes in. They're 11-9, though. Finished the year at 11-9, I think, their final record. So you're about 500 with a team that is young and learning. So I chalk that up as being a pretty good year.
7 wins better than last year, and this. You expect to see even another jump in year 3 under Coach Francis next year. So
you certainly would.
17-2 is our final. We'll take a break. We'll update you on what's going on the rest of the week here on KJFM Sports, and when we return here on the postgame show on Eagle 102.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? People's Bank and Trust can help you make those home improvements without springing a leak in your budget. I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. Stop by your local People's Bank in Bowling Green, and let's talk about how People's Bank can help you. People's Bank and Trust online at www.pbtc.net, or give me a call at 573-324-2525. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs is still Mid-America Auto and Towing. They perform state inspections, run diagnostics, and specialize in brake repair. They do everything from preventative maintenance to engine repair and more. Mid-America will also guarantee the lowest prices on tires. Stop in, browse their pre-owned vehicles, and make sure to ask about their senior citizen and military discounts. Financing is available. To get a sneak peek of their inventory, visit MidAmericaAutoandTowing.com. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green.
High School Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Vicky Cadwallader Real Estate and Perkins Electrical Service.
17-2, Community R6 over the Clopton Lady Hawks. Clopton softball season comes to an end. We'll be at Montgomery tomorrow. We still don't know who Bowling Green will play. We know the time. It'll be a 4:15 pregame, 4:30 first pitch. That Montgomery St. Charles West game to decide Bowling Green's opponent won't be played until 7 o'clock, so still another 35 minutes away from just the scheduled start time of that one. That's actually the last game of the night. They had a 3 o'clock and a 5 o'clock at that district. Winfield and Lutheran St. Charles were the early game, Wright City and Orchard Farm, and they haven't posted any results yet from that district. So we'll find out later tonight who Bowling Green's going to play, but they will be on KJFM starting with the pregame at 4:15 tomorrow. Then Friday, we'll have Silex taking on these Community R6 Trojans at 6 o'clock. It's a 5:45 pregame ahead of the district championship here with football immediately to follow on Eagle 102. If you want to watch the football game in its entirety, we'll have that for you on our website, kjfmradio.com, and we'll join it on air as soon as the softball game is.
This starts 5 here or 6?
6.
6 o'clock on Friday.
6 o'clock.
Should be a good softball game.
Yes, it should. Between the 1 seed Silex Lady Owls and the 2 seed Community R6 Trojans.
community now, 18-7. Silex is 15-6 after the forfeit win over Paris in the semifinal.
They've met once or twice, I think, with Silex winning both games, if I'm not mistaken. So,
what do you always say? It's hard to beat a team 3 times in a season,
especially when you play on their field in the district championship game. It's a little different breed of cat.
And it's going to be awfully windy and probably a little chillier than it is
it's
today.
Certainly going to be about 20 degrees colder than it was today for sure.
Yeah, it was a beautiful day for softball. R6 comes out ahead of Clopton 17-2, and if Bowling Green reaches the championship at Montgomery, we'll have that game for you Saturday morning here on KJFM.
And it'll be nice and warm on Saturday morning at 11 o'clock.
Guess what? They got a press box at Montgomery, and it's heated.
Oh, can't wait for that.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful things. 17-2 is our final. R6 moves on in this district to take on Silex. For Jim Ross, Mark Froning saying good night from Ladonia on KJFM.
You've been listening to Area High School Softball on KJFM, Eagle 102. Join Eagle 102 for play-by-play action on air and online from your area sports leader. KJFM Radio, Eagle 102.